guys, and welcome to Pondbank Farms. As you can see, we got a red tractor in the fleet. This is not ours. They wanted to bring it out and demo it. So later on in this video, we're gonna be driving both and comparing the red machine versus the green machine. Hello guys, and welcome to Pondbank Farms. So I just wanted to turn on the video here and show you quickly what we are dealing with here. Our combine broke down a few videos ago, if you remember, and we got the parts. We're putting it back together, and we do have another part like this, which is good. We just got another one, and the reason being, I'll show you. So this is where the keyway is supposed to go in, and that's supposed to be square, and you can see how that is looking. So our new one is in this box, in this bag. We're gonna open it up and see if that fits in better. And I don't have to look much further to know that this piece is junk. So we'll set it by the steel pile here. So here is a new one, and I would say this is a little more square and how it's supposed to be. So you can see keyway goes in right there, slides in, perfect. But before that, we want to go to the front of the combine here and clean off where that is going to go on, which is right here, and get that nice and clean. So we got this. This is retaining compound, red retaining compound. We're going to be putting it on here. Putting this on tonight because it takes a day to dry, so we want to combine tomorrow. So I'm gonna put it on tonight, and hopefully we can get everything on. We got two keyways, one on this side and one on this side. That somehow got to stay in there while I put this on, but we'll get it. We will get it. Okay, so I finally got the new piece on there. That's how that's supposed to go on there, and I will get the rest on in the morning. So this is the inside of the pulley, and then the outside of the pulley I'll put on in the morning. As you can see, we got a red tractor in the fleet. This is not ours. They wanted to bring it out and demo it. So later on in this video, we're gonna be driving both and comparing the red machine versus the green machine and the pros and the cons of both. I already took the red one out for a bit of a spin this morning. It is a smooth tractor, but we'll give an honest assessment of both. That's also a very nice tractor. So anyway, right now we got to do some spraying. It's we're on a nice stretch of weather, and this time of year we are in November, and you don't know how long that's going to last. So we got to get some work done here. Got to change the PDO on the back, I believe. The winter wheat has come along absolutely beautiful since I've been gone. That is a nice sight. We're just gonna fill up the sprayer with water here. So we wanted to be able to fill the sprayer really fast, and we didn't really want to have to use a pump and a water tank. Not the perfect setup, but we basically have it, and this is where we turn it on and fill it up. Takes a little bit of time, but it goes in pretty fast. And when I wait, I'm gonna go down, figure out what sprays I need and stuff, and then by then it'll be pretty much full. We're gonna be spraying about 17 gallons an acre on, which means it's a 1,200 gallon tank. Means we can do about 70 acres with one fill. So that'll be about perfect. We got about 65 acres at two rented farms, one side of us. So we're gonna get those done first, I think. Wow, what a beautiful tractor. I don't know if I ever mentioned, I grew up with Case IH, so once you grow up with something and that color of tractor's in your blood, it's hard to go away from it. Waiting for the sprayer to still fill up here. If I were to do it again when we were digging all the lines in and stuff, I would put a water hydrant in right where all our sprays are kept. That would make things a lot more simple. But when we built it, we didn't exactly have the right plan. I thought I might be keeping sprays here, which we don't really have room for. So not ideal, but it's okay. It's okay. Calves look happy, nice and dry. Hey guys. That gate should get fixed there. But I guess it's not hurting anyone. It's actually giving that pen a bit more space. Okay, that should be full enough. By the time we get all of our stuff in, we'll be close to down there. Okay, so our roundup's getting down there. We got it mixed, by the way, and I don't know how much we have left in there, maybe 30, 40 liters. We do have 40 liters in a case in there yet, or 2 cases. So hopefully we'll have enough to finish up this year. I think it'll be close, but we'll make it work. I'm pretty sure it'll work. Okay, that is mixed up. The grass is still a little damp here, so we're gonna have to wait an hour or so. So let's go take a look and compare the Deutz versus the Case IH. So let's start off first by talking about the outward appearance of these two tractors. Case IH did a fantastic job, in my opinion, of keeping that Case IH look, and they revamped the lights a bit and gave it a much newer look, rounded it off a bit, and my opinion, they did a very good job on that. This goes in to make it turn shorter, which we'll talk about in a second. So they have this cab sitting up fairly far. It drives very nice. I don't know why they have it sitting up that far, but they have the 2 lights out pointing straight out this way, so I can only imagine that'll make great visibility. And they got it sitting on huge 900 tires here. Just take a look at the width of that, almost 3 feet wide. Now, I will take those brake lights over these, but these lights here, I don't know how they're gonna work at night, but I can only imagine they're gonna be brighter than those. Now, this one is maybe 2 years newer, so that makes a bit of a difference. These look pretty much the same, and you can just see it's an overall large, huge end. The cab is sitting up a little far. In my opinion, that makes it maybe look a little bit silly from the back end, but I'm sure there's a reason for that. Now on our Deutz, we have these flashers coming out that go past the wheel, which in my opinion is a very important feature, because if you're driving at night and you want your flashers to be out past the tractor, which this one is not, even if the tires are in. And I don't know how I like that. I'm sure you can add something on for that, but that's just a kind of minor detail, but it's important. Mechanics of how it drives. This is a 300 horse. It's sitting on a bigger frame, as you can tell. The wheels are, I think Dad measured and said they were 5 to 8 inches apart. I forget exactly. So these are a wee bit further apart, but not much compared for the size of the tractor. And this tractor sitting in it feels like you're driving a smaller tractor, a more compact tractor than this one, simply because of one main feature. This tractor can turn sharp, and that is part of what you see in here that I was talking about earlier. And it turns, I don't know how much sharper, but it makes a huge difference. Let's go in and take a look. So this here is kind of a neat feature that swings out, so when you're sitting you can look over your shoulder better and stuff. Got the red leather. I don't believe this tractor is fully loaded. Got that, flips down with cup holders. And another feature I wanted to show, that the Deutz is actually has a bit of a arm up on this tractor, is the hydraulic levers here are here, which is fine, but I do think Deutz might be more configurable, where you can change a lot of settings more, and you got some of your hydraulics on the arms and stuff, or on the main, I guess that'll be lever here. So that's maybe not as nice. Now this one is nice because you're driving and everything is on this lever. That is better, I think, than the Case IH. What else do we have here? You got great visibility out of this tractor, as you can see. Then again, because the cab is sitting up so high, it is hard to maybe see out the back as good as on the Deutz. So that might be a downside. So we will drive it a little later and show you how it drives, but let's get inside of the Deutz here and just run by how this works again and is in comparison to that one. Also, don't sleep on the looks on this tractor. A beautiful tractor, honestly. I love the big center chrome piece up there. Gives it a real iconic look. They got some pretty sweet lights at the top here, and it is a very nice looking tractor. Now this one's a bit dirtier because it is not clean. So you can see in here, it's just a completely different setup. You got your arm here, but your actual driving's here, which is a downside. Got the wind blowing in here a bit. So you got, it's more configurable. One hydraulic, two hydraulics, your fifth and sixth, third and fourth. You got hydraulics might be a bit nicer for using, especially 1 and 2. They're right by your thumbs here. You just cannot beat that. But as I said, you're driving, you got a different hand, whereas this is more, I like that better on the Case IH. Now, your screens and stuff are a bit nicer on this tractor. It looks like it's a bit of a more modern design. However, I did see some pictures of the brand new Optum. They have updated the inside, and that is a sweet tractor. So yeah, that's the difference as far as the cosmetics. As I said before, we're gonna try to get in that tractor and drive it in a little bit. But, so I'm actually waiting for someone to come show me how to drive this and stuff and get a feel for it, and then I can show you better about driving it and all that. But right now I got to do a bit more work, so I'm gonna finish. Last night I started putting together the pulley for the combine. You remember the combine was apart. Well, I got the back side of the pulley on. I got to put the front side on now, so that is ready to go, and then we will figure out how to drive that tractor, and then we will go with the sprayer and hopefully spray. I'm feeling a little bit of a breeze here. It's not too bad to go yet. Well, we are spraying. As you can see, oh, looks like we're shut that off. As you can see, it's narrow enough to, after the outside round, it's pretty much just one pass in here. It's a 50-acre farm, but it's a bunch of smaller fields. I believe this is a 12-acre field or something. So we sprayed some oats down here, and I got a comment wondering why you kill oats, because they die when frost hits them or over the winter. But there's a lot of weeds, so we want to take care of the weeds this fall. We just got done spraying at this farm, which we call the Manning farm. 50 acres, it is a bunch of fields. And we got one more farm to do yet. It is what we call the Sadhu farm. It's about 17 acres, but it's all one field, so it shouldn't take long. And then we're gonna be having to quit for the night spraying. We do have about another, as much as we did today, to do again, hopefully tomorrow, but we'll have to see how the weather looks by then. The day's supposed to be nice, but it's supposed to get down to freezing at night. Well, this should brown up in a few weeks, and it'll be good to plant corn in the spring. Then we also have this field on this side of the lane. Kind of crazy. For those of you who don't watch the channel, we went on vacation a few days ago and over the weekend. So we went for like 5 days. If you want to watch about that, that'll be in the last video. But we were gone, and when we left, like half the leaves were on the trees yet, and we come back and they are all off, and it was like huge difference, kind of a bit of a shock. Having said that, we are getting absolutely gorgeous weather for, it's gonna, like, we're soon gonna be in the middle of November, and Christmas is around the corner. That sounds so weird to say, and honestly, a little scary. And here we are. Whoa, came faster than I thought. So down here it's too damp, or too swampy I should say, to plant anything. Well, it'll be interesting to see how good of a kill we get here. I know it wasn't what I would call ideal even when it was bright out, and now it's probably getting even damper, but we're getting to that time of the year where you can't be picky, so I decided to just spray and see what happens, and we'll see when we can have a chance to spray the rest, I guess. Okay, time to fold up. Very good. Okay, now we gotta go home and get the combine together, and we'll see. I'm not sure if I am gonna try to get a wagon load combine tonight or not yet. We'll see how it goes. Almost home. Farms are about a 15-minute drive or so from the farm, maybe 20. As you can see, that's the inside of the pulley. It's like a split pulley here. And we're gonna put the belt semi on with that. And we'll try to slip this on. Oh, there we go. Then we have this piece which slides in and locks in. It's basically, I think, a big slip clutch, I'm guessing. And it just slides in and locks in place with the piece on the other side, which looks pretty much identical. But, there we go. Just like that. Okay, we got that on there. I gotta throw on some other pieces now, which involve a spring. All right, show us what you got.
I bought.
Very nice. Want to bike around?
And then I do this and do this.
Wow, you better not go too fast. You're gonna hurt yourself yet. Wow. Now for the best part, to put the spring on, which goes here in this plate. And this is a two-hand job. Ignore the messy shop, and we will deal with that when we come back in. Now, when I say light show, this is here what I mean. It's got 14 LEDs all around it, and you look out, this is out the side of the tractor. So I'm standing, you know, by the tire here, looking out the side. Look how bright that is. Okay, you get the front, which we're kind of used to that, but I think what you really see here is that light right up there really is paying off. And then if we go around the front, there's also lights in here. Wow, that's bright. There's lights shining out to the side and to the front. And I think that's where you really see the difference, is out the side. Once again, you get it nice and bright at the side, and that is huge. All right. Now this is a far way to climb up. Do you think you can climb up, Clyde? Okay. Wow, what a luxurious ride. You want your seatbelt on? Okay, let's drive this baby. So to drive, you got 3 presets here. So to drive, we got 3 presets here. This is the 3rd preset, 2nd preset, 1st preset. To adjust those presets, that's the scroll button here. Actually a lot the same idea as the Deutz. All right, let's drive it a bit. And I just want to show you how sharp this tractor turns. So we're gonna just go here and we're gonna do a loop. And I'm gonna turn it, starting now, as sharp as we can go. I'm sorry, but that is sharp. For a tractor of 300 horse, that is a incredible turn radius. Yeah, I don't know what else there's to say. There's no screens up here or anything, which is nice for visibility. And they're all on the side there, and then you got your monitor here. I love the color, and I will say it drives very nice. If I were to compare the two, I would say that this one actually drives a little bit smoother than the Deutz. I like the way it drives a little bit better. Also got this knob here for pulling the door closed. Okay, we are gonna call that quits for the night. We will see you guys in the morning. Tell me what you think of this machine. If you've had one or you know of someone that had one and they liked it, didn't like it, or what you think of the looks of it, or what I've shown you on this video. Okay, see you in the morning, guys. Good morning, guys. So we are on our way to our closest New Holland dealer, Robert's Farm Equipment, to pick up some parts for our TW20, aka our mixer tractor. There's 2 fuel lines, I guess, that were leaking. So we actually have one of our Deutzes on the mixer right now. So I'm gonna get these lines this morning and see if I can't get that fixed up. Okay, so we are back at the main farm now. I got the parts here from Roberts and got to figure out where they go. Looks like it's these 2 lines. Yep, okay, so these are pretty simple to get to. So judging by the shape of the lines, it is this line and this line. Yep, they've seen better days. Also got some bolts while we were in town for our bolt bin. So you can see what I pulled off there is male, and that's a female end, so that's not gonna work. I don't know if there's an adapter or what we're gonna figure out, but I gave him a call, waiting for a call back. So we're gonna take 2 gravity wagons over to the field. We're gonna start combining, and I think they're coming to pick this tractor up today. Would love to see that baby stay here, but it's not going to. Anyway, let's get this hooked up. Alrighty, we are back in the saddle. Let's get some corn combined and pray that nothing else goes wrong, because it'd be nice to be able to get a bit done. Looks like our neighbor's hard at it this morning. You know how it is with the neighbors. You always compare yourself, how far you are along in your field work. You always just compare yourself with your neighbors to determine if you're on time or running behind. You know how that goes. So judging by this, we're running behind. We're just gonna have to pull over to the side here and let this big rig past us. Is that Gary Lichty? I think that's Gary Lichty. The great Gary Lichty, coming home from disking. Oh yes, I almost forgot. This is actually a very exciting date today. It marks exactly 1 year ago when I posted my first YouTube farming video. So after a few months of my wife pressuring me and saying this is something you should try, I started videoing, and I didn't know for sure if I'd post it or not. I actually wasn't overly planning on it, but one night I sat down, started editing, and I looked at it, I'm like, this is actually coming together quite nicely. And Clyde, my son, after I had it edited, watched a video, and he was so intrigued by the video, and he just loved watching it. And I was like, you know, if nothing else, this can be kind of like a scrapbook of my farming experience. So that's the story of how it got started, and it's 1 year ago today. So I decided, while I enjoy videoing and I love it, you also want to see some success with it. So I decided I'd give myself a year, and I wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers or monetized in a year. Well, a year later, we are almost at 2,500 subscribers, and thank you to each and every one of you guys to make that happen. And that is crazier than I would have ever expected. So thank you guys, and we are looking forward to continuing this journey and showing you our journey here from now on. Whatever happens here, you'll be in on. So we're gonna just combine a wee bit here and step outside and see how good of a job we're doing. So we're getting a ton of cob in here. We're gonna have to figure something out. Corn's looking pretty good, not too cracked. So maybe we'll just open up the concave a little bit, but I'm gonna see how much, if there's any corn on the ground or not. So we're getting a bit of corn on the ground here. Not crazy amount, but I don't like to see it, so I don't know. We're also getting a fair few broken cob. So I don't know what to do. I might try slowing the cylinder down a bit, and I don't know what to do with, I don't know, because we're getting a lot of cob in the tank. Ugh. Okay, Dad's here to pick me up now, so we'll be back. Okay, Dad's unhooking the disc. We're gonna use this tractor here for hauling wagons, and I am gonna head out to the field where the combine is, and I'm gonna start combining. I got 2 wagons there I can fill, and by then he should be there, and we're gonna start hauling them into the elevator. Okay, the wagons are over here. Check how this is looking. Not too bad. There's a few fines in there, but our Dad shows up with the other 2 wagons. Okay, Dad's gonna go combine this wagon load finished. I'm gonna unhook this, take this wagon over in the field we're doing, and hook up to here and get ready to get started. The 7250 on the wagon today. Reason being, it's got the flashes that stick out. We're gonna be hauling into the night. We want all the lights we can get. Almost at the elevator. Here we got someone hauling manure here. On the scale, getting weighed up, and when that light there turns green, we can go ahead and probably dump into that bay over there, I'm guessing, but we'll see. It's corn. $16-ton for these two wagons. That's adjusted. It was 18-ton wet. Adjusted, it's 16, just a wee bit over 16 ton. Bushel weight is not what I was hoping for, but it is what it is. We'll keep going. We'll see how much we get off these fields. It's not going to be horrible. It's just, I was hoping for a bumper crop, and I don't think we're going to get a bumper crop. I think we're going to get a very average crop. Crazy. 4:30 and it's already starting to get dark. Days are sure short this time of year. And also thank you for all the guesses on the last video. I got y'all to guess how many years my wife and I are married, because it was our anniversary. And a lot of you, some of you got it right. We've been married for 5 years, and thank you for everyone that congratulated us. And cheers to many, many more. Okay, so that wagon is about full. And then we can take those two and drop off these two. Load number 2, and the night lights have come on. Looks like Dad's got the front wagon full. Not sure about the back one. We will have to see how full that is. Doesn't look like there's a row here. Who planted this, Gare? Who planted it?
Must have been me.
Oh, there it starts. I don't know what happened. Are you having fun?
Lots of fun things to do on the farm.
Load number 3. We have a line this time, but we're unloading.